everyone. Welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. It helps us feed our hungry hippos. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Today is Wednesday, November 6th. So it's time for midweek motivation. That didn't sound very exciting. Let's try that again. It's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. It's time for midweek motivation. This is the video every week where you guys get to watch me work while I give you a pep talk or a little bit of tough love, whatever is warranted that week. Hopefully you brought some work with you so that you can work while you listen. Everybody's multitasking. Everybody's getting stuff done and getting motivated. Today I want to talk about the if-then mindset. I have been doing a lot of videos in the past few weeks on this channel about not making excuses, what successful people do, having routines, having good schedules in place, and all of these things that can help you to be more productive and more successful. And last week's midweek motivation was all about no more excuses. One of the things successful people do to keep themselves from making so many excuses is to use the if-then mindset. It puts momentum to things that you want to do. If you struggle with taking action or putting items off or not doing the tasks that you should be, and you find yourself making excuses all the time, the if-then mindset is probably something you want to think about trying to implement in your life. You have to change your whole mindset, and you have to speak to yourself almost in a different language and talk to yourself differently so that you're looking at the world differently. A great example of the if-then mindset with a simple sentence: I want to start working out, but I don't have the time. Now you change that, you change your mindset, and you change that to say, if I want to start working out, then I have to find a suitable schedule to do it. I want to take more photographs, but I'm too exhausted. If I want to take more photographs, then I'll have to figure out a way to avoid exhausting myself before I've taken my photographs. I want to buy more inventory, but I just can't afford it. I don't have the money. If I want to buy more inventory, then I have to start budgeting to save up for this inventory. The formula is really simple. If I want, and then your goal goes there, then I have to, and that's where you want to put a simple solution that you can start right away. You always want the initial solution to be simple, something you can start right away, something that doesn't seem insurmountable, something that seems like, yeah, I can do that. For instance, you're making excuses all the time that you don't list enough. So you're saying to yourself, I want to make more listings, but I never have the time, or I just don't get around to it. Whatever your excuse is, with the if-then mindset, if I want to make more listings each day, then I need to sit down and make more listings. I need to make this happen. Or then I need to take more photographs, or then I need to buy more inventory. Whatever it is that's keeping you from doing those listings, it's going to be a simple solution that you can put after the word then. You can start it right away, and it's easy. Then you can gradually progress. I tell people that all the time about listing. If you can list 10 a day, you can list 12 a day. And when 12 a day gets consistent and that seems easy and you've got that under control, you can do 14 a day. Then you can do 16 a day, right? But don't start with loftiness or high-handed goals, because you will just set yourself up for disaster and disappointment. You want your solutions initially to be very simple, easy tasks, easy goals that you can get to right away. You can wake up and start tomorrow and get things done. You have to find the right question to find the best answer, which is going to be the pathway or the guide to your goal. You don't need a full solution right away. You want to make X amount of dollars this year. You don't need to start tomorrow morning trying to make that much money. It's a simple process. There's a pathway. There's steps you have to take along the way. First, you must list. First, you must sell more. First, you must get into good routines. But the if-then mindset really is a simple trick that you can use on yourself to control your own belief and your own mind telling you what is possible and what is not. And if you're constantly making excuses or finding reasons not to do things, this will help you give your mind a habit of thinking of solutions. So once you've started this if-then mindset and you've done it over time and you've done it enough, it almost becomes a habit. So immediately upon making an excuse to yourself, you'll find your mind stopping that and saying, no, because it's my habit to find a solution now. So you can retrain your brain over time to be a brain that wants to find solutions and ways to solve problems and ways to get goals, rather than a brain that wants to give you the permission to find excuses and not get things done. But it is a process, just like with anything in life. If you want something to become a routine or habit, you have to do it for 30 plus days in order for it to become a habit, for it to feel ritualistic. You have to force yourself to do it until you're on autopilot, making your bed in the morning, your morning routine, how you cook, how you do your dishes, everything in your life. When you take a step back and think about it, everything in your life that you do every day in a certain order is a routine. It is a habit that you've just done for so long, you do it naturally. So you want that mindset too. You want to keep in mind that anything you start that's new isn't going to feel natural. You're going to have to force yourself to do it until it becomes a habit. And that's for all of your routines in your reselling business, and specifically for this if-then mindset that we're talking about in this video. It can be used for a lot of things. You don't just have to strictly use it for your reselling business. The if-then can be used for working out, drinking water, anything that you're trying to do in your life that you keep excusing yourself from doing. And then you find out how you're going to make your solution work. So you find a solution. Let's use working out for an example. If I want to work out, then I need to find time to do it. I need to schedule it into my day. Well, that's when I have to figure out, when do I actually have the time in my day? Can I get up 15 minutes earlier? Do I have time at lunch? Do I have time after dinner to go for a walk? So once you have the solution, then you just have to figure out how to implement it, and then how to make that also a habit or a routine. If you are someone who is used to making excuses all the time, it's going to be harder to master the if-then mindset. But just keep trying. Just keep doing it every time you find yourself making an excuse for yourself. Try this mindset. And one other thing I'd like to add at the end of this video real quick is the priority mindset. A lot of times our biggest excuse for not doing things is because we don't have time for that. And I told you last week, and I've told you a million times, I do not believe in that expression. I don't believe in it. When you're saying I don't have time for that, you're saying it's not a priority. So try that mindset as well. When you tell yourself you don't have time for something, tell yourself that thing isn't a priority and see how it feels. Try it on for size. If it feels okay, then that wasn't a priority and you don't need to make time for it. For instance, I would like to vacuum my house every day, but I don't have time for that. Vacuuming my house every day is not a priority. That feels okay. I'm okay with that. It's not a priority and probably don't need to make time for that. However, I cannot get to all my daughter's dance recitals. I don't have time for that. My daughter's dance recitals are not a priority to me. That feels awful. That's gross. So I want you to try that mindset on for size as well. The if I want, then I must do. And the replacing I don't have time for with that is not a priority, because that's really going to make you put things into perspective. I don't have enough time to do all my listings in a day. It is not a priority for me to do all my listings in a day. You see how wonky that sounds? Of course it should be a priority. This is your business. So try both of those mindsets. Feel free to come back to the comments after you've tried it and tell me how it's working. Tell me what you think right now. The comment section is there for you guys, and I do answer everybody. And don't forget to join my Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. Guys, go work on changing your mindsets. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.